Hi, Maya. Thank you for taking a picture with me at the airport. I'm glad I wasn't the only one flying Spirit. Okay, you didn't have to expose me like that, Dev. You didn't have to expose me like that, Chatter. So what's your best recommendation of something to do or visit in Japan? Okay, so first of all, yes, I met that viewer at the airport. He flew to Streamer Awards, which is really cool. And you know how he said he knew it was me? Because I was wearing my platform Uggs. He was like, I recognized your platform Uggs. And I was like, nice! Yes, we're flying Spirit. Okay. But all the other flights back to Austin were like $800. I'm not spending $800 to get from LA to Austin. I don't care if it's Spirit. Okay? It was fine. Also, I was on a flight with everybody. I could expose everyone else that was on that flight. So yeah, Wantep was on my flight. Wantep and I flew together. We both flew Spirit. It was sick. Anyway. So yeah, it was good. Did you get to fly the plane? No. All the food in Japan was really, really good. The beach in Okinawa is beautiful. It's nothing like Tokyo. It's very, very, very different from the mainland. It's like the difference between Hawaii and the States, you know? Like it's part of the States, but it doesn't feel like a US state. It's an island. And it's beautiful. And everything moves really slow. There's a little more tourist stuff there now, but it's just like really quiet. I think if I was into the Studio Ghibli vibe, like the anime vibe, everything in Okinawa looks like that. Everything. Like the power lines and the clouds and the beach, you know, it's just like really nice. I did not find out where Modest Cube shit himself. No. Hold on, I'm getting messages and it's stressing me out. I'm getting messages from Lud. Hi, which bug is the strongest? What bug is the strongest?
Japan looked lovely. Hope you had lots of fun. Less than
like
3.
Maybe like a Goliath beetle? Hercules beetle? That's a good guess. One of those is good. I'm just thinking like big bugs. Is he live? Is that why? He's not live. Oh. Okay. You have more viewers than Hassan. He fell off. I don't know why I'm so mean to Hassan. He's so nice to me. Okay. What else about Japan? I didn't do many touristy things. I was mostly just chilling at home with my grandpa, going through photo albums. We cleaned out the house through all my grandma's stuff. It's for a debate on which animal would be the strongest if human-sized. Oh. An ant. So we cleaned out stuff from my grandma's house, and everything I took home, first of all, I took home 2 suitcases. I came with 1. I took an entire suitcase just for gifts that I brought back for people. I have a lot of people to get gifts for. I have staff and the boyfriend and friends. And so I have a whole suitcase of gifts in my truck right now. And then I filled up my suitcase with my grandma's clothes because they all fit me so well. They fit me and my sister so well. You just don't find things in the US that are that tiny, that like fit. Everything fits. It's like, and they fit so perfectly around my waist, and they're shoes, but they're so narrow. They're just not this narrow in the US. And I took 6 pairs of shoes back here with me. And like 5 pairs of pants or something.
Wow.
It's so sick. It's so sick. So that was sick. New fashion arc? Yeah, dude. It's on my Twitter. You go look at it. That was all my grandma's clothes. Last night to dinner, all my grandma's clothes. Look at the, check this out. Okay, not all my grandma's clothes. This is my shirt. But like, look. Like, are you kidding? Those are her shoes. Those are her pants. That's her jacket shirt. And that's her belt. The bag is mine and the shirt is mine. She was fly as hell. Crazy. So yeah, I have a ton of my grandma's clothes now, which is great. We went on a tour of Okinawa, which does take the day. My dad did a marathon across the island when he was little, so that gives you like an idea of how of how big it is. But we took a day to tour around Okinawa. We went with my dad's childhood friend. Thank you for the 23 months. Vanese. And it was really nice. He told us a bunch of stories about my dad from when he was a kid. My dad was crazy.
I'm so excited that you're back.
Thank you. Thank you for the 10 months. Him and my dad used to go, there's so many crazy stories from when they were little. We would like walk around and they'd be like, oh, like we used to play can soccer on this street. And we used to get in shopping carts and bomb down this hill. Reptis, thank you. And stuff like that. Do you speak any Japanese? Did your dad translate? My parents both speak Japanese. Yeah, he spoke English. My dad's friend from home, he spoke English. He's military. A lot of them, Japan is like full of bases, right? So a lot of people speak English. I mean, Okinawa, a lot of people speak English there. So we went around with him. We went to different like little islands that you have to take bridges to get to. They didn't used to have bridges when my dad was growing up there.
Why are he comfy?
Anonymous, thank you for the 13 months. And so he was telling me stories about how when they were kids, because there were no bridges from island to island, my dad's brothers and him and his friend, they would take boats, canoes. This is not like across the river. It's across the ocean. And it would take them half a day to cross the ocean to get to these other islands because the cliff jumping was better on the island. On the other island. Crazier than that, one of the islands that they would canoe to go cliff jumping and they would camp there was riddled with leprosy at one time. And it was like a quarantined island. And so people weren't supposed to go there. And so their parents would get really mad because they would canoe to this island where people were self-sufficient on this island because they all had leprosy. So that was kind of crazy. But the best cliffs, I guess. Yeah. They would play in... Okay. For those of you who don't know, David, thank you. My grandparents grew up in Okinawa during the war. So they were like... My grandma was 11. My grandpa was a little bit older. But they were there during the war. And in Okinawa, there are caves everywhere. Drowsy, thank you. There are caves everywhere because they would live in caves, or they lived in the caves. Connor, thanks. My grandma raised her siblings in the caves when she was 11 years old. And they're all still there. All the caves are still there. They're shut off now because they're dangerous to go in. But when my dad was a kid, they were all open, and so they would play in the caves. And my dad's friend is telling me about how they would find skeletons and machine guns in the caves as kids, just like running around. And he was like, then we'd go to the beach, we'd find grenades on the beach, but we'd just throw them in the water so they wouldn't blow up. And I was like, what are you talking about? I went in one of them. I went in all the bunkers are still there too. They had like sniper bunkers. Let me see if I can find a picture. Okay, look at this. This is a sniper bunker. It's really close to, like, okay, those two holes, it's made out of concrete. And you can see all the bullet holes in it. And there are signs because it's like you visit these places now. And U.S. troops would run up that hill that I'm walking towards right now, and they would snipe out of this bunker. And you can go in it. It was really scary, actually. I didn't really like going in it, but I did it for the vlog. Look at this. This is like right by my grandpa's house. It's crazy. Crazy. Lots of stuff like that. That was really wild. But really cool to see.
We got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town. My friend just got down. I revived him. Now we're heading southbound. Now we're in the Pleasant Park Street. Look at the map. Go to the mark sheet.